DTI fam, was good, baby? Back at it again, another week. Solo DTI member because my guy is still on his honeymoon. Hopefully he's enjoying it, and hopefully you're enjoying life. I had this epiphany when I was home helping my mother move to Ohio, and we'll just say some people will understand this message that I'm about to give today, but it's been festering and manifesting in my head of like, how can I articulate this so that way you guys pick up on it? That way you guys understand, where I'm coming from, where we can take a step back from life and realize that like life is good, even though life can be hard, that life can be challenging, that life can be unknown, that life can be scary and daunting, that life can be draining. But when we take that step back and we realize that life can be exciting, life can be fun, life can be invigorating, life can be, magical, it can be spontaneous. Like there's all these things in life that it can be when we just take a step back and breathe for a second. We got all these pressures, the pressure of social media, the pressure of living up to images, the pressure of wanting to go after something, but maybe we can't find a way to succeed at it, the pressure of people's judgment, the pressure of living up to expectations of others, there's so much pressure that gets put on us on a daily basis that it makes it overwhelming, and it makes us just want to stop, sit on the couch, scroll social media, watch Netflix so we don't have to think about things. But when we stop and we scroll social media and we watch Netflix and we stop thinking about things, that's when life gets hard. That's when life gets challenging. But I think more importantly, that's when life gets dark. We hear so much nowadays about like depression and anxiety, but I truly believe that it's because we bring it upon ourselves. Now, I'm speaking from a place where I went through depression, I went through anxiety, but I was also on the other front where I was like, it's made up, just go out there and live your life. It's nothing, like, just brush it off. I used to have that mentality until it hit me. And when it hit me, it was very dark. It was very scary. It was very lonely. My body was numb. My mind was dark. My thoughts were negative. And looking back at it, I realized like I want to smile more than I'm sad. I want to laugh more than I cry. I want to joke around more than I'm serious. I want to work towards something more than I don't. And when I started making changes in my life, I was able to see that other side of it. I was able to be that happy Freddy again. But I also got to a point where I once never saw the potential in myself that others saw that I now see in myself. But how was I able to change that mission, that vision, that perception about life when at one point everything was wrong, everything was negative, every thought that I had was beating me down even more. And this is why I preach about habits so much, because habits are important. We have bad habits and we have good habits. How do we replace the bad habits with the good habits in order to propel forward to see the glory in this life? And so my habits change my mindset. My habits change my behaviors. My habits change the trajectory of my life, of my mindset. My habits solely changed me being depressed and anxious into me being happy, full of life, and excited for the challenges instead of being scared of them. The habits help me embrace things better. The habits help me understand things better. The habits help me get clarity when other people didn't agree with what I agreed with. The habits open my mind to be able to think abstractly instead of staying in a nutshell of my own thoughts. I'm able to think differently now, act differently now. I'm able to do things differently now, and I'm able to influence others to hopefully go down that path because I'm taking what I went through and utilizing as a tool and a resource to keep pushing forward in the right direction. And I remind myself every single day that the bad days make the good days better, because the bad days you learn a lot. The bad days you understand what you don't want. The bad days make you see things differently. And when you can realize, like, I want to smile more than I'm sad, I want to be happy more than I cry, I want to laugh more than I'm upset, I want to be I want to be free so I'm not angry, I want to be all these things because this side's a lot better than this side. into the actions and the discipline and the consistency that I do align with the habits that will make me keep thinking that way, will make me keep acting that way. And that's what I want you to take out of this message, because life is ever evolving. At one point, we wanted to graduate college and get a job, but then we graduated college, we got a job, and we're not happy because now we want a promotion. Then that promotion comes and we're still not happy and we're still not satisfied because we don't have a significant other. Then we get that significant other, but we're still not happy because we don't have the house we want. We don't have the kids we want. We don't have the dog we want. We don't have the financial stability that we want. So then we get that dog and it makes us happy for a little bit, but then we go back and we start bitching and complaining. That dog's always going to make us happy because they're amazing. But then we start focusing on the negative again of what we don't have, what we don't have. Oh, this car sucks. Oh, this house sucks. Oh, my relationship sucks. But when you change your perspective about everything sucks, you'll be able to see a lot clearer. You'll be able to think a lot more free and open. You'll be able to make decisions instead of decisions making it for you. And what I mean by that is when we let the decisions control us, that's just us aimlessly going through life, making bad habits, bad choices, because we're like, fuck it. What does it matter at this point? Fuck another conversation. Fuck another whatever. Anything. I'm going to keep burying myself and burying myself. And next thing you know, you're just a dead man, dead woman walking. Physically, you're living. Mentally, you're not. So then you get stopped. And you're like, I can't get to that finish line no more. I can't get to it no more. But that's because you don't appreciate what you have. That's because you don't appreciate what you went through anymore. Because it's not good enough. It's not nice enough. It's not big enough. My family's moving. It's hard. Moving away from where I grew up as a child. Moving away from the hometown that taught us so much, that gave us the foundation. Moving away from everything that we know, that we grew up, that made us who we are. Those years were pivotal that we lived in that area. But who am I to get mad at the family for moving and being sad about the family for moving when I know that the best thing that ever happened to me was moving across the country? First going to Ohio State, then moving to Dallas, now living in Charlotte. I see bigger, I think clearer. I'm like, there's more to life. I want everybody to get out of there. Yeah, it's sad. But like, why would I hinder them from the growth that they're going after? Why would I hinder them from the success that they could have? Why would I hinder them for the next finish line that they're going after? But it's easy to get bogged down in the mentality of like holding on to things because, you know, there's memories and there's moments and there's things that we can't get back that we once had. My dad passing. My dad's buried in Lorain, Ohio. Now it's going to be harder to see him as often when I go home, even though I don't like going to the cemetery. But I realize like my dad is down here smiling because he sees me doing my thing out in North Carolina. He sees my family moving to Columbus now. He don't want us to be pigeonholed. He doesn't want us to be sad and upset. He doesn't want us to just settle for life. He wants us to do more and be more. He wants us to go after our dreams and goals and go after his dreams and goals that he never got to do. But then you look about like somebody that passed away and it's so sad and it's so hard. But like that person doesn't want you to live in sad and agony and pain all the time. They don't want you sitting on the couch crying that they're not here no more. They want you to go out and see life and experience life and be that version of yourself that they smiled at when they saw you. That they smiled at when they knew you. We don't get the promotion that we wanted because somebody else got it. And we beat ourselves up because we didn't get it and we're not good enough. But maybe it's just because we weren't ready for it. We always think that we deserve. But it's like, how hard are you actually working? What impact are you actually making? Maybe there's another path laid out for you. But instead, we want to harp on the negatives instead of the positives. Excuse me. And so I want you to think that no matter like a breakup, breakups are so sad, they're so hard, it's the end of the world. But when you let that mind free again and you come to the understanding, like, I wasn't a good partner. I wasn't the right person. We had differences. We tried, it didn't work out. We tried again, it didn't work out. We tried another time, it didn't work out. Too many of y'all don't have faith in the big man upstairs. Because it's weird to have faith. It's weird to talk about God. It's weird to believe in something that we don't know actually exists or was there. Now, I'm not saying me. I believe in the big man, and my faith is continuously getting stronger, and I'm putting effort in to make it better, to make me more educated around it. But so many people don't believe that if you have faith in God, that your life can actually turn around. It's because there's not enough people talking about God. It's because there's not enough people talking about faith. But I'll tell you, just like it's a lot better to be happy than sad, it's a lot better to be laughing than crying. It's a lot better to believe than not believe. What's it going to hurt you to go your whole life trying to get a little bit closer to God, building that faith, believing that there is somebody always there for you, that's going to pick you up in those hard times, that's going to push you through in the hard times, that's going to make you be the person you want because he created everybody equally, giving us all the opportunity to go out there and be more and do more and impact. We got to be more like God, where we spread positivity and we spread awareness and we help others and we're kind to others and we're motivating others instead of beating them up. Because that person that's driving a shitty car is blessed that they're driving a shitty car to be able to get to work. So take your car for granted because it's not breaking down. That person that's not able to cut their grass because they had a freak accident happen and they're not able to walk anymore wants to be you so that way they can mow their grass again. That person who's on a feeding tube and didn't expect to be on a feeding tube and has all these health complications wants to be you because you get to enjoy a burger or a drink. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's always another side of all of these scenarios. I saw a post the other day and it said like 50 million people have cancer right now and 210,000 people got into a car accident today and 42,000 people died in this out. Like, there was just all these stats about all these things that are sad. And it's like, man, maybe life isn't that bad. Maybe I do need to be a little bit more thankful and grateful. It's like going into a car accident. Oh, there's fucking traffic. Fuck this traffic. I'm going to be late. Man, fuck this traffic. Then you get up to the front and you're like, oh, shit. Now you're blessed that you weren't the person that was stopping all that traffic or causing all that traffic. You don't want to be the person on the other end of that traffic jam. But it's not until you see it and visualize it where you're like, oh, man, thank you, God, I'm safe. I pray and hope that all of them are safe too. Because somebody's not going to make it home to their family today. And you have the capabilities and abilities to do that. Somebody's not going to be able to sit around the dinner table because something happened. Somebody's not going to be able to go to work because something happened. So believing in God, you find the glory and the praise in the little things. Because life is like this. We blink, we're 20 years old. We blink, we're 30 years old. And now it's like, oh my God, I'm 30 and I can't find somebody to love. Oh my God, I'm 30 and I can't get a new job. But there's somebody that's 70 years old that just got married. There's somebody that's 50 years old that was like, you know what, I've had enough of this company, I'm going to a new one. Stop living in the past and stop living in the present. Live in the future and start making the changes in your life for you to be able to see things change and turn around. Because that sadness that you're going through right now, that hardship that you're going through right now, that pain that you're going through right now, that anger that you're going through right now is temporary. Let me say that again. That sadness you're going through right now, that pain that you're going through right now, that agony that you're going through right now is temporary. Everything in life is temporary. The only thing that's permanent is death. So if you can get in the mindset where when things happen, you can transition the way that you think about it, that you react about it, that you go about it, because it's temporary. And some of these things we can use as learning lessons. Some of these things we can use as motivation and fuel to learn, develop, and grow as human beings. So that way when it happens again to us, we get through it a little bit faster. But nothing can change if nothing changes. Nothing can change if nothing changes. Meaning your actions, your habits, your mindset, your belief, your charisma, your passion. Nothing can change if nothing changes. If you are stuck in life right now, constantly sad, constantly crying, constantly angry, constantly upset, it's because you're letting yourself be that way. But we don't want to take accountability for ourselves because it's way easier to blame other people, other things. But I'm telling you, when you can start taking that accountability, you'll start seeing the changes that you want in life. You'll start seeing the roles reverse. You'll start seeing the things play out. When you can be like, you know what? It may be out of my control what happened, but it's in my control how I react to it. God damn, I'm spitting fire. I hope you guys are listening, because this shit's powerful. So I want to challenge you to go out there today and think differently when you wake up, to act differently when you're in front of people, to move differently than you have this last week, this last month, this last year. Make the change today. Make the mindset shift today. And watch how life can turn around. There's a point in life where you can bitch and complain. But the point in life where that needs to transition is it needs to happen so much faster than what people do right now. So I struggle when people complain and this and that about their situations and scenarios. It's hard for me to be like, it's going to be okay. Hey, here's this advice. Don't take it, but like, here's this advice. Here's some more advice. Don't take it though. That's how it is. You give somebody advice, they don't take it. And at some point, you just got to stop feeling bad for them, feel sorry for them, because they don't want the change. They do something for a week and think it should change. Yet they've been doing this thing for 2 years. So it's ingrained in their life, in their mind, in the way that they move. Nothing changes if nothing changes. When are you going to take control of your life, and when are you going to make a difference for you? Life is too short. Realize that now before you're on your deathbed and been like, dang, I shouldn't have complained so much. I should have thought differently. I should have acted differently. Dang it. Because there's going to be something that comes in life where it keeps you down. When that comes, we have no idea. How do you consistently learn, develop, and grow so that way you can keep prospering in life and going after your dreams, goals, and ambitions? That's all I got for y'all today. Have the desire to inspire. Go out there and live your dream life, baby. It's too freaking short. If you need any help, we take clients on here at Desire to Inspire to implement good habits into their lifestyle so that way your mind can change. We bridge the gap between mental and physical health so that way we can live a happier, healthier lifestyle. We're here to do it. We have proven it with our clients. We have testimonials. We have the keys to the castle. But the keys don't mean nothing if you don't keep that castle protected. So let us help you join the Inspired Art community and become the happiest version of yourself today, not tomorrow. Much love. That's all I got for y'all. Have a great day. It's all